In the early hours of the morning, the world received startling news. Israel was under attack. Iran, it seems, had launched a series of missiles, with Israel claiming that some of these were launched from Iraq. This, however, was promptly denied by the Iraqi Prime Minister, leaving an air of uncertainty as to the true origins of these attacks. The United States, in response to the ongoing conflict, has stepped in to provide humanitarian aid. Over 25,000 meal equivalents have been dropped in Gaza, a gesture of support in these trying times. But the US is not stopping there. Plans to impose new sanctions on Iran are underway, a clear message of disapproval for the recent attack on Israel. Meanwhile, Israel, with the help of its allies, has successfully defended against these Iranian projectiles. Yet, the situation in the region remains tense. Ireland's Prime Minister has openly criticized Israel's actions in Gaza and has called for the recognition of Palestine. This viewpoint, while not universally shared, illustrates the complexity and the deeply rooted tension that characterizes this conflict. The Israel Defense Forces have not been idle either. Airstrikes have resulted in the death of 3 Hezbollah fighters in Lebanon. Yet, the cost of this conflict is not measured in military casualties alone. A recent strike in Gaza claimed the lives of 13 people, including 7 children, and left over 25 wounded. The United Nations, observing these events, has accused Israel of obstructing efforts to collect evidence of war crimes by Hamas. This claim, if substantiated, could lead to serious repercussions on the global stage. In summary, the recent events in the Middle East have brought the Israel-Iran conflict back into the spotlight. With missile attacks, humanitarian aid drops, potential sanctions, and accusations of war crimes, the situation is complex and fraught with tension. As the world watches, the potential implications are immense, from shifting political alliances to the impact on innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. It's a tense time, a time of uncertainty, but also a time that calls for diplomacy, for humanitarianism, and for a resolution that respects the rights and safety of all involved. This is the reality of our world today. The question remains, what will tomorrow bring? Only time will tell.